Welcome to the show, man. How are you?
I'm very good. Thanks for doing this, George. It's nice to be here.
Happy to be with you. So Noah and the Bible, when did you decide to make a documentary?
Well, I saw the Leonard Nimoy In Search of Noah's Ark. I don't know if you remember that. You might be too young for that one. But it was time for a new doc. No, this is something I've been passionate about for a really long time, so it's exciting to finally be here.
I suppose you knew that the moment your name was attached to this and you were going to make it and you were going to put Russell Crowe in it and all that, you knew that religious people, the ones that would never see the movie, were just going to hammer you anyway.
Well, it's funny, that whole controversy has really died down. It's actually been, our biggest supporters are now the religious community, now that people are seeing the film. I never intended to make a religious film. Once again, I felt it was a mythical film in the same way, if you made a film about Ulysses, you'd always put the Cyclops in it. I felt that everything that happens in the story of Noah is mythical. There's of course, the deluge and all the animals 2 by 2, and there's the big scale of it. It's a world without rainbows and giant beasts in the water and angels that walked on the planet. So for me, it was like the chance to tell, this great story that has really great values that relate to every person, and it has a lot of wisdom in it. No matter if you believe or don't believe, there's a lot of wisdom in these ancient stories.
I like the way through a lot of your films, I see this idea of obsession, and obsession kind of plays out in different ways, sometimes even to the point of compulsion. But in this one, I like seeing the side of Noah, which is trying to put it in our modern understanding, right? What would have to go through the mind of a man to decide, God spoke to him, this is what I'm going to do, and you watch, in a sense, the inner mania of this guy, and you never see that side.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because Noah really in the story doesn't have much of a character arc, an arc with a letter C, not a K. And, but actually the creator in the story actually has a great arc. He goes from a place of being so upset and so angry and wanting justice for what man has done to the planet, and by the end, of course, grants the rainbow and has mercy and grace. And for me, that was a beautiful arc. And so what we did is we connected Noah to that arc. So Noah is a man separate from other men who sees what men have done to the planet and wants justice. And over the course of the film, he learns mercy.
What did you learn about yourself when you made it? Because whenever you jump into text that's so rich and has such a great historical context, you can pick things up, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, the great thing about filmmaking is you get to become a scholar of for 2-3 years, you get a doctorate in what you're doing. You just read everything about it. You do research. So, when I did the ballet movie, I talked to every great ballet scholar and ballet dancer I could find. And, when I did The Wrestler, I talked to everyone from Hulk Hogan to Vince McMahon, all the great wrestlers. And, so it's a really great job in the sense that you just get to learn. You're always learning. And this film was really interesting because people have been studying the Bible and thinking about the Bible and talking about it, forever. And there was just a tremendous amount of information to pull on.
Did you, who's more fanatical and maniacal? Is it wrestling fans or religious fans?
The ballet fans.
The ballet fans. Yeah, they really are, right? What was it like throwing Russell Crowe into this? Because you know how serious he takes his work. And you're like, okay, listen, you're going to be Noah, and you're going to be the last man standing.
Yeah, well, the thing about Russell is, everything in the Noah story is a miracle. So to ground that, you need someone like Russell who can just basically make it all truthful. And to find an actor to play the role, very, very hard. Because, first of all, you got to find an actor with enough cojones to take it on, because it's like, it's very scary to try and take on something iconic like that, especially when Noah's really been turned into kind of a kid's story or a nursery story or a comedic story. When you suddenly are saying, okay, no, we're taking this seriously, like it really happened, and we want you to dramatically undertake this and feel it. The first thing that Noah does after the flood is he gets drunk, and he gets so drunk that he's naked and he curses his son. And it's something people really don't learn in Bible school about Noah, or any, it's something that's sort of been removed, but it's in the Bible, and for us that was a real clue, and Russell was able to really bring that drama and pathos to life.
I also thought it was really beautiful, and I think this extends beyond just that story, but one of those things that people need to see in their own life. When you feel like you have to carry the burden alone, you will collapse under the weight. And ultimately, what really works for Noah is you can't carry it alone. You have these people with you. Trust them.
That's a beautiful interpretation. I like that, George.
Minus the getting drunk and naked and living in exile. I mean, that's also part of the story.
Exactly.
Congratulations, man. Thanks for taking the time, and have fun in
you.
India.
Absolutely. Thanks, George.
Have you made a playlist? You know what you're going to listen to when you go over there yet?
I'm just going to listen to the local music. I'm not bringing any technology. I'm signing off for a while.
Oh, nice. Well done. Darren Aronofsky, everybody. The film is
Thank
called
you very
Noah.
much.
It opens tomorrow. Go check it out. I'm taking my mom. I'm looking forward to that experience. We'll be right back.